Howdy guys, how's it going? So we are at tier 31, we're way past tier 31, but at tier 31 you get the C58 assault rifle for free regardless of if you have the battle pass or not. All you gotta do is take and work your way up to it. We're gonna take and crack ourselves up another cold one right here, a little bit of an old boop. Well, actually, let me just break it off real quick. ASMR for you boys. And here's another thing too. I don't think I've really addressed this, but I went from using my studio lights to using my left and right monitor with just like regular white screens on them to like kind of reflect my face. And I'm actually a very tan individual, not that it matters, but like right now I'm rocking a heck of a farmer's tan, and I may or may not throw a picture up on the screen because it doesn't even matter, but I'm just saying for context, for reference, there you go. But anyways, at tier 31 you get the C58 assault rifle, which regardless of whatever they put on here, this weapon is supposed to be a 308 standard. And with it, there you go, you get like the wooden furniture on it, the wooden forearm, the wooden stock, and it's just a beautiful weapon overall. And so we're going to be looking at the best class setup possible for this in the perk greed class variation and the gunfighter class variation. So let's let's jump into that part of it. Okay, and here we go. So starting off, we have got our perk greed class set up with our standard perk arrangement. We got the nail gun as a secondary just because I just unlocked, well, I mean, I unlocked it a wee bit ago, so I'm leveling it up, trying to get it to the old DM Ultra. But why is the M79 my primary? Let's go back on that one. But yeah, anyway, so look, we got this here bad boy, DM Ultra, as I always do before I do the best class setup for these things. And as far as the best attachments goes, if you're going with the perk greed class setup, so like for regular perk greed, you know, gameplay in Cold War, or if you're going Warzone, for the muzzle, we got the agency suppressor, we got the SWAT 5 milliwatt laser as our body attachment, underbarrel SFOD speed grip magazine, the salvo 30 round, and the handle is the airborne elastic wrap. So all that's pretty self-explanatory, works great. The iron sights are phenomenal. This gun is very accurate, hits hard, hits fast, doesn't matter. Like I with just all my other weapons, whenever I'm leveling them up, and I'm sorry for those of you that, you know, are the OGs that are around all the time, but if anybody's new, I always take and hit up hardcore most of the time just to speed through everything, just because it's just a lot faster to level up your guns. So if like you didn't know that or you hadn't thought about that, give it a try. Even though it can suck some monkey nuts, just give her a go. Then going down to the, where's that, gunfighter setup, this is what we got going here. So for the optic, for this one, I like the Microflex LED. The optic's very dependent upon game mode and your personal preference. Like, where this thing is so accurate, you can rock with some of like the 2 times, the 3 or the 4 times magnification. I wouldn't go with like the multi-zoom just because that can go like way too much. But I really like the Microflex LED for this particular variation. Muzzle sticking with the agency suppressor, barrel 18.5 inch tac force. The underbody will be the 5 milliwatt laser, as it always is, SFOD speed grip. For the magazine on this one, we're going with a 60 round drum mag, just because if you're going to throw on all these attachments and take advantage of the benefits of each one, you're really better off going with the 60 round drum mag, just because of like the balance between like the ADS time and the reload speed, and just like the overall ammunition capacity. So we're going with that one. Handle, staying with the airborne elastic wrap, so you know if you're prone or whatever, you can deal with it. And for the stock, we're going with the SAS Combat Stock for the balance between speed and accuracy that we get with it. So with that in mind, there you go. The perks, whatever you've seen them, you can pause it. You can do whatever you want to do with the perks or the secondaries. Like the secondaries don't really even matter right now because I just got the nail gun, so I'm using it in game for this one. As most of the time, the 5 attachment setup is my favorite, just because that's what you can use in your regular Cold War versus, the war zone. So there you have it. So look, as always, guys, let's take and hop into a match of Nuki Town 24/7, and we'll see what we can do. Okay, well, it's kill confirmed, so that means things are going to end up finishing up a lot quicker than I thought they would, so we'll see what we can do on this find here. Oh, do-jig of a whatever time of day or night it is. Look at that, baby, right out the gate. This thing is a force to be reckoned with. Like, with the LMG, you know, like, I was like, you know, it's OP, everything's nice and nifty with it, but this, I mean, anytime a new weapons drop, bro, they're a little bit just on the OP side of things, you know, the overpowered. If none of you guys know what OP means, you know, it's like some people when it comes to abbreviations or any type of, oh, hello there, buddy, what are you doing? Look at that. It's late, I'm tired, you know, having a few of the old sippity sups of the American freedom juice. You know, you get a little bit of that in your system. And you know, you just take and you feel American Eagle right in the midst of your chest. Look at that, bro. We're finishing them off though, 8-1, right quick, fast, in a hurry. See, the nice thing is, whenever you're doing that, you take and you see about 2 or 3 people for every 1 person that you see, and whenever that happens, by God, you can take down like 1.5 of Hitler's army, even though they're on that Panzer methamphetamine. Whenever they took and mixed methamphetamine with chocolate, and they called it Panzer Chocolat. But like, we've already racked up 10.1 kills and we're playing kill confirmed, so let's switch to, why is that the same one? What is happening? Okay, here we go. So like, the next one we got, it's basically a LMG setup with that 60 round mag, considering the damage and like the ADS time. I mean, this thing right here rock and rolls no matter what setup you use, but most of that is due to the fact that it's like, you know, a new weapon. And they always tend to put, you know, a bit more emphasis on the power, you know, everything else of a newer weapon. And I'm very used to using the iron sights, but like when you consider we got a 60 round mag on this, all these attachments, everything else, I mean, like that ADS time, it's hard to beat. It's very, very hard to beat. And we got spawns back here. The only problem is, like, with this barrel, I think kind of slows the fire rate down a little bit more than usual, which, like, that is not a fact, so don't hold me to that one. But when we got the elasto wrap, we can take advantage of, like the prone positions. Okay, this one guy on our team is also going in for Betty Jen, which we don't need him to do, because I know that the very first part of this video is a bit longer than normal because I had to explain a bit more, but I mean, it's season 4, you know, it ain't like we got a ton of seasons left. We ain't got a ton of weapons left. I mean, still a handful, still enough to really, you know, sink our teeth into, but not enough to, you know, really, oh, I forgot I don't have tac mask with this class set up. We'll rock this for a bit longer, but we'll probably end up reverting back to the 5 attachment setup before everything's said and done and completely over. I just want to go and get this video done so that I'd have time to finish everything I need to do tomorrow, which will be today if you see this, because I finished this one up. I need to do the nail gun. I still got to finish the crossbow and the ballistic knife. The crossbow and ballistic knife are right at the tail end of being finished, but well, the nail gun's pretty new, and the nail gun's basically just a submachine gun that, you know, you got to kind of compensate for the drop off and the now I wouldn't say lag time, but I mean just like the fall off range of the nails. You gotta practice with it a bit, and it takes a second or 2 longer to finish up the overall all the camos and stuff. I don't like doing stuff till I got DM Ultra, just for the sheer fact that, you know, like, to get DM Ultra on every weapon, that means you spend at least a certain amount of time with it. I'm sorry about that. And we're going to end this one with a good KD. It just went by really fast. Like, Jesus, I don't even know if this video is going to hit 9 or 10 minutes. Jesus, bro. Like, 62 to 25, we're out here dropping bodies like it's the Black Plague, man. We're out here like flipping rats carrying that disease, biting everybody on their left testicle or their ovaries if they're, you know, women. Not trying to, you know, I don't want to exclude anybody or nothing, but, you know, with the Black Plague is, anyways, we're a bunch of rats. We're biting people. Black Plague, there you go. So anyways, guys, there you go. That is the new AR here in Season 4. Hope you enjoy it. That's the best class setup you can get on either spectrum. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to this channel on other channels if you haven't already. Hit that share button, share it on your social media if you like it and you think your friends will like it. And until the next one, adios.